What's up everyone, welcome to Maths with Gaston. Today let's have a look at question 1, November 2021, grade 11 Maths paper 1 past paper, where we are looking at question 1. We are continuously going to do the rest of this question 2 and the rest of the paper, but we're going to group them according to the questions and the year in which they were written, from 2022 up until 2020. I am Gaston Wapala. Welcome to this channel. If you have not subscribed, please make sure that you subscribe just to support this channel and support what we do, and share this video with many people as those that really need it. All right, okay, now let's have a look at question 1. We are going to be doing question 1 up from 1.1 up until 1.4. okay, so now we are given an expression there of p is equal to x plus 1, x plus 2 rather, 2x minus 1 in brackets all over 3 minus x. They said determine the values of x for which p is equal to 0. For which p is equal to 0, you just have to say the numerator, which is 2, which is x rather, minus plus 2, and then 2x minus 1, which is equal to 0. So whenever they ask you about the roots or the values of x for which the given expression is equals to 0, if it's got a fraction, you just have to equate the numerator is equals to 0. Therefore you need to solve for x. You're going to have x plus 2 is equals to 0, or x 2x, or 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore you need to solve for x here, minus 2, or the x is equals to 1 over 2. Okay, and those will be the values at which p will be equal to 0. And then undefined simply means where if you calculate this, is going to give you an error. It's going to give you an error on your calculator, guys. You can just double check it. It's when the denominator it's equal to 0, because you can, it's equals to 3, so that is going to be 3 minus 3, therefore it's going to be 0. So you know that in mathematics you can't divide by 0. Okay, so what do you have to do here? You just have to come here and say, okay, 3 minus that is equals to 0, which is the denominator. Therefore you solve for x here, minus x is equals to minus 3. Therefore x is equals to 3. Okay, great stuff. All right, and that's how you would deal with 1.1.1 and 1.1.2. okay, all right, let's move into 1.2. said solve for x. You are given an equation here, guys. I already said if you see them saying correct to 2 decimal places, you must just know that you are going to use the quadratic solving for x formula, which is given by x is equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. okay, all right, so now in this case you are going to come to your equation. You know that it's going to be a, b, and therefore this will be c. So now what we need to do now, we just need to substitute that into our equation here. What is b? B is minus 3, so we're going to have minus here, the minus from the equation, into minus 3 plus and minus square root of b. What is b there? B it's minus 3 squared. Okay, this is minus 3 squared minus 4a, it's 2, and then c it's minus 4. Okay, you must take these numbers together with their signs, guys. Don't leave their signs out and think that you are gonna get this right, because that's where a lot of us make a mistake. Okay, 2, therefore what is a is equals to 2. So we are gonna put this in our calculator, where we're gonna consider this plus here and then also a minus. Okay, so there's no need for me to keep on writing the algebra that comes afterwards. I'm just going to go straight to the answer here. On my calculator, if I put plus here, is giving 2.35. Also put it in your calculator, guys, just to compare our answers, and let me know in the comment section if I'm making a mistake here. So therefore x is equals to negative 0.85. okay, great stuff. I'm trying to move as slow as I can so that it's much easier for us to follow. Okay, all right, and that's how you deal with 1.2.1. 1.2.2 it's given by 2x plus 3. Now here also they want us to solve for x minus is equals to, this is inequality. Okay, good stuff. So now what we have to do here, we must remove the bracket first so that we are able to consider the 4. All right, good stuff. So let's remove the bracket here. I'm going to say 2x times 3 is going to give us 6x. Then 2x times x is going to give us minus 2x squared. 3 times 3 is going to give us plus 9. Positive 3 minus times minus x, which is that one there, is going to give us plus, no, it's going to give us negative 3x. Okay, then I take 4 to the other side, minus 4. Everything will be greater than 0. Okay, what we have here, we've got x squared, it's alone, minus 2x squared, it will remain as minus 2x squared. Then we've got 6x minus 3x is going to give us plus 3x. Then I've got 9 minus 4. 9 minus 4 is going to give us plus 5, greater than x. Okay, so far so good. We don't like the negative here as a part of x squared, so we're going to multiply everything by negative 1. So for once you multiply everything by negative 1, you are going to have 2x squared minus 3x minus 5 greater than 0. Therefore, once it's like this, we can now factorize. Okay, no, once I multiply everything by 0, this inequality sign needs to change. Okay, guys, I think this is one of the most trickiest thing they do. Let me just circle this here. This is the trickiest thing that because we have multiplied everything by negative, the inequality needs to change. All right, please guys, don't forget that when you multiply by a negative, the inequality sign will have to change. All right, okay, so now we are looking for this. We're gonna put our 2x here, and then also we are gonna put our x there. We are looking for numbers. When we multiply them together, they give us 5, but when we add or subtract them, they must give us 3 here in the middle, also taking into account that we've got a 2 there. So basically I can already see that our 5 will be here, our 1 will be there. Then we need the middle term will take the sign of a bigger number, which is negative. Therefore they've got a plus sign there. Okay, and then once you solve this further, you are gonna have 2x minus 5 less than 0, or x plus 1 less than 0. Okay, then we're gonna take 5 to that side. We're gonna take 5 to that side. We're gonna have 2x less than that, and then divided by 2 divided by 2. X is therefore less than 5 over 2. Okay, or is just going to be equals to less than negative 1. And that's how you would deal with this question of inequality. Please guys, don't forget that NB, if you divide by negative, let me just say negative 1, or you multiply by negative 1, the inequality sign would change. Let me say inequality sign change. Okay, Very, very important, guys. Inequality sign changes. So if it was facing that side, it was greater than, then it will become this side. Okay, and the other way around, and vice versa thereof. Okay, now let's moving right along. Let's move to 1.3. Oh no, not 1.3. We still got more equations here. We've got 1.2.3. What do we have here? We've got square root of x plus 2. We're still solving for x plus x is equals to 4. So therefore here I'm gonna take what can I do? Okay, I'm gonna take x that side so that the square root is left alone this side, so thereof to be able to remove it. Okay, therefore I'm gonna square everything to deal with this square root here, because I don't like seeing square root. Okay, so here we're gonna have 4x minus x 4 minus x. Okay, so we are gonna remove the bracket here. We need to do binomial. 4 times 4 is gonna be 16. 4 times minus 4x is gonna be minus 4x, and another minus 4x. Therefore negative times negative will give us positive. Therefore x times x will give us x squared. Then we're gonna take everything this side, where we're gonna have 16. Okay, 16 minus 8x plus x squared minus 2. These two are taken to this side, and minus x. This will give us equal to 0. X squared will remain as x squared. We're gonna have minus 8x minus x is going to give us minus 9. 16 minus 2 is going to give us plus 14. Is it? Okay, looking good. It's correct. There you go. Therefore here we need to factorize. Okay, x will be x. What are the two numbers? When we multiply them together, they give us 14. It's 14 times 1 and also 7 times 2. I know you guys, you are thinking it's so easy for me to factorize. I've done this so many times, guys. So the more you practice on factorizing, the much easier it becomes. All right, so now I already see here that we're gonna have 7 times 2, but we need a positive number there, and therefore when we add or subtract these two numbers, we can already see that we need to subtract them so that they can have negative there, or add them. So we're gonna have minus here and a minus here, so that we have a positive 14 there. All right, so therefore x will be equals to 7, or x will be equals to 2. Okay, and that's how you deal with a question like that one. So let's move to 1.2.4. 1.2.4. This is a exponent equation. It's really nice to be dealing with the different types here. We've got 2 to the power of 2x plus 1 minus 3, all multiplied by 2 to the power of 2x minus 1 plus 4 to the power of x is equal to 12. 12 is just a constant. So what we need to do when you are solving for x and you've got exponent, you need to break down the exponent to the way it was before, especially if it's involving plus or minus sign. So we already know the rules here. We've already done exponents. If you have not checked our lesson video on exponent, I suggest that you go and check that out, so that you are able to fully understand and grasp the lesson on exponent. But anyway, let's continue here. I'll try to explain as we move along. Okay, this one, before it was added together, it was 2 to the power of 2x. It was 2 to the power of 2x multiplied by 2 to the power of 1 minus, this is just 3 here. And then this one was also 2 to the power of 2x multiplied by 2 to the power of minus 1. Close bracket. This 4 can also be expressed as 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 2. Then when you multiply with this x here, is just going to be x, and therefore 12 will remain as 12 because it's a constant. There's nothing we can do there. So once you are here, guys, can you see that you have got 2 to the power of 2x here, 2 to the power of 2x there, 2 to the power of 2x there. Okay, so therefore I can take out this one as a common factor. Do you agree, guys? Please let me know what you think. So we're gonna take out this 2 to the power of 2x as a common factor. Therefore here we're gonna be left with 2 to the power of 1 minus 3 will remain as 3, and therefore we remove this one, so it's also gonna be 3 times, in brackets we're gonna be left with 2 to the power of minus 1, close bracket, plus 1. Therefore plus 1, close bracket, is equal to 12. Okay, so now when we simplify this, that is what is in the bracket here, we are going to be left with 2 to the power of 2x. Let me just check this on my calculator. Okay, you can pause this video, guys, and check if you will get the same answer as me. Let me see. I'm getting 3 over 2, close bracket, is equals to 12. It's equal to 12. So therefore I'm looking for x here, so I'm gonna divide everything by 3 divided by 2. Also 12 will divided by 3 over 2 rather. Okay, there you go, and this would cancel out this side. 2 to the power of 2x is going to be given equal to, it's gonna give us 8. Okay, 2 to the power of 2x. 8 can also be written as 2 to the power of 3. So if the bases are the same here, therefore the exponents should be equal as well. We're gonna be left with 2x is equals to 3. So while looking for x, we're gonna divide both sides by 2. Therefore x is going to be equal to 3 divided by 2. Okay, and that's how you would deal with this question of exponent. I know, guys, there are so many ways you could have done this. If you have got another way, please share it with us right here on this channel and give us a comment. When it comes to exponents, there's so many ways and different ways you could have solved this equation as well, but for now I only just showed you one option of how to deal with this question. Okay, let's move to 1.3. Right, 1.3 here we're given an f of x is just an expression. It looks like it's a graph, even though I think they won't ask us to draw here. F of x here, this simply means where there's x we need to put 2. So in our equation there, where there's x we're gonna put 2. 2 squared plus 8 times x, which is 2, plus 16, and therefore when you put this in the calculator, we're gonna get 36. Simple as that, straightforward, simple marks, guys. And then they ask us for which values of x is f of x greater than 0. Okay, simple, guys, and straightforward. What you can do here, you are gonna come and say, okay, no, therefore this whole equation here, plus 16 greater than 0. Therefore you just need to factorize this x, and therefore x, what are the two numbers? When you multiply them together, it's 4 and 4. When you add them, they'll give you 8. There you go. So this would be your answer for any values where x is greater than -4, but x should never be equal to -4. Okay, it's not equal to -4, it's just greater. So that's how you would deal with that 1.3.2, guys. All right, good stuff. So now let's have a look at 1.4. 1.4 is said solve for x and y. This is a simultaneous equation. We are given the equation number 1. Okay, this is equation number 1. I'm not gonna rewrite them here. That's equation number 2. So we're gonna resolve equation number 1 and make y the subject of the formula, because it's much easier. We take everything that side, we're gonna have 2x minus 1. Therefore this is equation number 3. Therefore you are going to say sorry man, I said 3 but I'm writing 1. Okay, sub equation 3 into equation 2. Okay, let's do that. Equation 2 says xy. I'm just gonna put it here so that we make life easy for ourselves and avoid having to deal with the mistakes here. 3x minus 10. Where there's y, we're putting that, so it's going to be x. Where there's y, 2x minus 1 plus equal sign. Okay, making a terrible mistake there. Equals to 2. What is x there? 2x minus 1 plus x squared plus 3 minus 10. Okay, great stuff, right? So let's move right along. Once we've done that, now we can go ahead and remove the bracket. We're gonna remove the bracket. X times 2x is going to be x squared minus x is equals to 4x minus 2x. I'm just removing the bracket here, guys, plus x squared plus 3 minus 10. Okay, so now what we do here, what we can do now, we can take everything to that side of the equal sign. Okay, where's the pen? All right, we're gonna take everything to that side of the equal sign. 2x squared minus x minus 4x plus 2. They're all changing the sign, guys. I'm just moving everything to one side, equal to 0. So it's gonna be 2x squared minus x squared. We're gonna be left with x squared minus x minus 4. X is going to give us minus 5x plus 2 minus 3 is going to give us minus 1. Minus 1 plus 10 is going to give us plus 9. Am I right? Okay, let's see. Just double check the algebra there, guys. Okay, yeah, looks like made a mistake here somewhere. Let's just let me see. So far so good here. Take everything to that side. 2 is going to give us x squared, which is correct. Therefore we've got minus is going to give us minus 5. Okay, okay, I made a mistake here, guys. This 3 here, it's 3x. Okay, I was wondering where's the mistake coming from, because this one doesn't look factorizable. Okay, there you go. This is 3x rather. This is minus 3. Therefore it means these two figures here will have to change. These ones will have to change here. Okay, great stuff. So now let's regroup. Minus x minus 4 is going to give us minus 5. Therefore minus 3 is also going to give us minus 8x. Very good. Therefore we have got plus 2 here, and plus 10 is going to give us plus 12. Okay, so therefore having that, we need to factorize. This is going to be x squared, x rather. See what happens when I'm in a rush, guys. Now I'm rushing. Okay, is the panic that comes after making a mistake. But anyway, we need to practice as much as we can so that we don't jump into conclusions, and we know how to deal with these questions, and we stay composed and relaxed as possible. Okay, so two numbers, when you multiply them together, they give us 12, and then when you add them together, they must give us 8. Okay, I already know 4 times 3 won't give us 8, and also 6 and 2, yes, will give us 8. So it's going to be 6 and 2 here. So it needs to be negative because there's a positive there. Therefore we're going to have x is equal to 6, or x is going to be equals to 2. Okay, right. Therefore after this, we can sub these x values into equation number 3. Okay, great stuff. So now we are gonna come here and say y will be equal to how much if x is equals to 6. Okay, this will be 12. 12 minus 1 is going to give us 11. Or when x is equals to 2, what is y? Y is going to give us 3. And that's how you would deal with a question like this one, guys. And you can also check your answer by substituting the respective x and y values into the original equation to check if you're gonna have the same answer. All right, great stuff. And that's how you deal with this simultaneous equation. Simple, straightforward, guys. If you've got questions, let me know what you think about this one. Okay, let's move to 1.5. 1.5, it says any real values of p, prove the roots of. Okay, so now what we're given here, guys, please don't panic. We did this on November 2020 paper. If you have not watched that video, please go and watch it, because it will also help you to understand this one as well. Okay, so now we are going to do the same thing that we did last time. We said when we say roots, we are referring to this part here of the quadratic equation, the one that is inside the square roots. Okay, this refers to the roots, guys. Okay, this is referring to the roots that they're talking about here, the roots. If the roots are non-real, if the roots are real, if the roots that are undefined and all that. Okay, so now what we need to do here, we need to simplify this equation such that it's in a format of ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, because right now as it is, you won't be able to do anything there. So now let's go ahead and simplify it. Squared plus 3 is equals to 2x p minus x. Okay, first thing to do here, we need to remove the bracket. Okay, remove the brackets here. We're gonna have x squared plus p plus 3. Remove the bracket here, it's going to be 2xp, therefore minus 2x squared. Okay, I just removed the brackets there, guys, binomial. So I'm going to group everything together. Okay, x squared, I'm going to put them together this side. This 2x squared, when you jump the equal sign, is going to become positive 2x squared. 3 will remain as 3. Then this one, jump the equal sign, is going to be minus 2xp plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, so you got x squared there and x squared there. I'm gonna take out x squared as a common factor, xp plus 2. Okay, once we're here, we're gonna still this one, there's nothing we can do, and the plus 3 will remain as plus 3. Okay, so now I believe we've got this equation in this format now. Please, guys, in this format, because here is just going to be a is that 1, b is 2p, okay, and then c is just 3. So now I think we are in a good position where we can substitute this into our equation, but we need to know once the roots are non-real for this form of equation, these roots that we are talking about needs to be greater than 0. Okay, so now we can come here and substitute this into our equation. What do we have here? B, we said b is p squared rather, plus 2 all squared minus 4. No, this is a, this is not b. What am I doing? Sorry about that, guys. B is what? Is 2p. Therefore a is the one that is p squared plus 2, and therefore c is what? 3 is just 3. This everything needs to be equal to 0. So when we simplify here, we are gonna have 4p squared minus 4 times 3 is going to be equal to 12. Therefore in brackets plus 2 close, everything greater than 0. Let's simplify this further. Algebra, we need to remove the bracket here. 12p squared minus 24 greater than 0. Okay, great stuff. So now once it's like this, guys, we need to come here, and therefore we need to come here. We are gonna have minus 8p squared minus 24 greater or called greater 0. Okay, so we can put everything that side and then we divide by. Okay, so once it's here, you can see that this guys, for everything else to be true, p squared needs to be greater than 0. Okay, but when you put a negative 8p squared here, therefore everything needs to be less than 0 if you're solving for x. Okay, and that's how you would deal with this one, guys. Please let me know what you think, if this really answers the question or not, or you need me to explain even further on this one, because I know it can be a bit tedious when it comes to dealing with the roots. If you don't understand, please leave a comment on the comment section below, or reach out on me on my WhatsApp number is there on my description of this channel. I am Gaston Mapala. Please support my channel and help me and encourage me to make more content like this one, as I believe this is going to reach more people out there and assist when it comes to mathematics. All right, great stuff, guys. I've really taken into note some of your comments of saying that sometimes when I explain I move too fast. So this one, please let me know what you think, guys, because I try to be as slow as I can, explain everything in detail, and let me know if you fully understand, or if there's any question that you don't understand. Please let me know so that we can do a video just explaining that question. I am Gaston Mapala. See you on the next upload, where we'll be doing question 1, November 2020, grade 11 maths paper 1.